Good morning. Today is October 28th, and if you're watching this, Donald Trump has started demolishing the East Wing of the White House. There are unconfirmed reports that workers have encountered mold, vermin, rodents, and at least 3 African ancestors who were enslaved during the construction of the White House. Witnesses say they appear to be very angry and vengeful. My name is Jojo with the GoJo7 News, always on the go, always working for you. The World News Report is designed for Americans who only have 2 weeks of vacation a year, but still want to learn more about other countries' politics, economy, history, and culture. If that's something you're interested in, follow for more international news, but I also post travel vlogs, story times, and cultural commentary. This week, we're going to start with a special report on the global economy, and then we'll go into last week's news.
As a citizen of Des Moines, I've been screaming from the fucking rooftops that y'all need to stop using AI because my city is about to not have water. Not clean water for drinking. We already barely have that. Like, no water. You hear me? No water. Not out of our fucking faucets. No, not in our fucking toilets. No water. Because y'all want to chat GPT everything. Oh, it's just a town in Iowa. I live here. My people live here. People live here. As soon as it gets near these big ass cities, y'all gonna have something to say. But I'm telling y'all, stop using AI, G. My literal home, where I was born and raised, my literal fucking town, is not about to have any fucking water because you want to use chat GPT. You want to use AI to make a fucking commercial. You want to do you want to do all these goddamn things for funsies. We're not gonna have any water. Did you hear me? We're not gonna have any water. Like, we're not gonna have any water. I don't know if you heard me, but we're not gonna have any fucking water, bro. Stop.
Usually save our good news segment for the end of the broadcast, but today, Christmas comes early, as it looks like AI may not be around for much longer, at least not at its current scale, if it does not prove to be profitable and sustainable. Dozens of scientists, activists, and business people have signed a letter calling for a halt to AI innovation, including Donald Trump's former chief of staff, Steve Bannon. The AI bubble is set to burst any day now. It's not about if, but when. You see, there are 3 main reasons why AI companies are scrambling right now, particularly OpenAI, the makers of ChatGPT. For one, AI is not very accurate. It is decently accurate, but in terms of like the 2010 Google accuracy, where you could just ask a question and Google will give you almost the exact answer, AI is falling behind, and it's because of something called sycophancy. Sycophancy basically means that AI chat boxes like ChatGPT would rather tell you a lie in order to please the user rather than tell you the truth. Also, AI has a problem with telling the user, I don't know. AI will always try to find an answer, even if the answer is false or even if it does not know the answer. Secondly, AI is not sustainable. It would need more energy than 6 Californians in the next 5 years in order to continue the AI growth. For reference, California is the 5th largest economy in the world. We've seen the reports of data centers polluting not only the air, but also using up copious amounts of water supply. It's simply not sustainable to both have drinking water for communities and water to cool down the data centers. And lastly, and probably most importantly to the shareholders, AI, specifically ChatGPT, is not profitable. Sam Altman was BMFing, blowing money fast, and now he's looking for cash in the couch cushions. Although ChatGPT and OpenAI are wildly popular, they have struggled to turn a profit. There has been no return on investment. They're actually losing money as people use these platforms. So what does Sam Altman do? Well, OpenAI created a new social media app called Sora, which has already received criticism after users created content using the likeness of prominent figures such as Martin Luther King and Robin Williams. Next, Sam Altman decided to team up with Walmart for an AI shopping experience. Because of course you need AI to help you decide which nasty-ass Walmart brand cereal you should buy. And now Sam Altman is suggesting that ChatGPT may produce erotica for its adult users. So that lady who used ChatGPT to convince herself that her therapist was in love with her, she can now use AI to create more psychosis-induced fantasies about her therapist. These get-rich-quick AI schemes are probably not going to work for OpenAI simply because these fixes rely on ad revenue, similar to how Facebook or Instagram or TikTok rely on ad revenue. Sam Altman told us that AI was going to cure cancer, and the most it's done is create very appealing commercials and advertisements and memes. And the fact is, AI will never be the transformational technology that we've all dreamed of, simply because we live in a capitalist society that says everything needs to make a profit. And if it cannot make a profit for our shareholders, then it's simply not worth the investment. The only way that AI and innovation can truly blossom into this revolutionary technology is, one, profit cannot be the incentive, and two, it has to be highly regulated and controlled on a global scale. Here are a few other recession indicators that I came across in the news. Last week, I did a video about how America's most educated group, Black women, are struggling to find work. It's not just Black women. The Bureau of Labor Statistics revision found that hiring is flatlining across the US. Amazon, Target, and Paramount are planning to lay off thousands of workers this month. Companies are trimming down the teams and reducing management. Number two, consumers and businesses alike around the world are struggling with inflation. UK grocery stores are urging the government to lower taxes or they'll have to increase prices on consumers. Guyanese farmers are increasing their prices, leaving many consumers with a very tight budget. While China's GDP slows, the New York Times reports that Chinese consumers are not spending. This may be a sign that people in China are saving money because they lack trust in the market. Reporters in Morocco claim that the government data on inflation does not reflect the very expensive lived experience of the average Moroccan citizen. And the US Consumer Price Index rose by 3% in September. Many people have said it's less than what they expected, especially after the Federal Reserve Chair, Jerome Powell, cut interest rates by 0.25%. Interest rates are meaningful to the average person because you can negotiate a lower interest rate on your mortgage, for example, or if the interest rates are particularly low right now, it may be a good time to refinance your student loans or to take out a business loan or a car loan. Trump actually threatened to fire Jerome Powell. He was going to blame DEI, but then he realized Jerome is actually a white guy. And that brings me to the third recession indicator. Rich people are losing money too. The white guy named Jerome also said that he feels equity prices are fairly highly valued. It's kind of a word salad, but some reporters have deciphered this to mean that Jerome Powell thinks that the value of the companies on the stock market is much higher than what those companies are actually worth. And the stock market matters for people who have 401ks or pensions because you don't want to be near retirement age when the stock market is low. But for the rich people who have invested loads of money into AI companies such as OpenAI, this could mean that they are set to lose a lot of money once the AI bubble bursts. Thoughts, prayers, thoughts, prayers.
Sorrows, prayers.
We've already started to see trouble in the auto industry with the bankruptcy of the auto company First Brands. JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon noted that this was concerning. He stated specifically, when you see one cockroach, there are probably more. That other cockroach might be General Motors, who took a $1.6 billion hit in Q3 earnings. This is feeling eerily similar to the 2008 crash, where we saw auto companies like General Motors take the biggest hits in the stock market. I know that was a lot of economic jargon, but the last recession indicator that I wanted to highlight are the 6 workers. Sometimes the best economic indicators come from people who are on the margins of our society. As a very biased but professional citizen journalist, I searched through the forums, the online chats, and the Reddit pages, and I found that the ladies of the night are also struggling in today's economy. The girls are saying that usually, normalmente, there is a decline in clientele during the summer. You see, their clients usually take the summer months off to visit family, take their kids to Disney World, go on vacation, and all of that costs money. But the ladies of the night say that they usually see an uptick in September. They call this the back to school shift. This is literally what they called it on Reddit. Their parents, usually the fathers, are going back to the chat rooms, the strip clubs, and the streets. Well, the girls are saying that that did not happen this year. It's October, and their DMs are still empty. Many of the girls are blaming it on the economy, saying that they've got to diversify their income for the next few months or the next few years until the economy bounces back. For me, this is a major recession indicator because their clientele is usually the finance bros and the tech geeks. And if those guys do not have the disposable income to stroke their egos, what does that mean for the rest of us? And did you think crypto was safe? The US Department of Justice is accusing Chen Xi, the founder of the Cambodia-based multinational conglomerate Prince Holding Group, of actually heading up an international criminal crypto operation that has caused billions of dollars in losses and untold misery to victims around the world. So at this point, the only thing you can really invest in is your mental health.